Yo, this why um I'm done with jobs and in the kind of way of I'm done with anything that's going to allow somebody to narrate my story. And I think getting fired from Amazon was a reminder of that. Yeah, nigga, you need to work, you need to earn, you need to get money and shit to take care of your kids, but you need to be more focused on a way to do that will allow you to narrate your own story. There's too many motherfuckers out here every day, bro, allowing people that don't mean shit to your life, don't add no value to your life, but they narrate your story, they rewrite your story for you. Every day. There's people out here that got their own stories, that's going through their own life experiences, and they putting themselves in positions to allow other people to narrate their story for them. You know how crazy that is? You going through all of these different life experiences, you was there, or you went through whatever you went through, or you got to this point in life. Shouldn't you be able to narrate that? Shouldn't you be able to write that story or that book or that movie or that series or whatever it is you want to do with your life experience, or whatever you want to do with, you know what I'm saying? That make more sense to me. And I feel like when you get into this world of corporate and hustle and bustle 9 to 5, bro, one of the things they don't tell you is that it's almost like you signing your rights away to write your own story. Because somebody else at that point, once you sign whatever you need to sign to start getting paid through them, they control the narrative. They got the last say so and everything. If it's the truth or if it's a lie. No different from rewriting history. All that shit could be false. But because it's in a book, or because it's coming from a certain source, it's looked at as it's the truth. Because of whatever reason. But I was fired from Amazon a couple days ago. And one thing with my intuition, that shit don't be lying, bro. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be, damn, I don't want to believe this shit. No, not this person. Bro, it's the intuition, bro. It's talking to me. A lot of times we don't want to realize when it's it's the truth, but it's somebody we fuck with or we care about, or we just can't believe it. No, not this person. No, bro. Listen to that intuition. So they fired me and shit. And I wasn't salty. I ain't feel no type of way, but I didn't understand why they fired me. I'm it was my first day. I ain't even get my foot in the door. I wasn't terrible. I wasn't delivering packages to the wrong doors. Cause when you sure, that's your first thought. You sure. That's it. Leave it alone. You ain't do nothing wrong. It wasn't on your end. There was nothing you could do about it. That's just a decision that somebody made. You know what I'm saying? But then the fear and the confusion and all of the other shit that want answers, or that's unsure, or again, that just want answers, you start to think about all of this crazy shit till you drive yourself crazy. So I'm going down a rabbit hole, damn, I made sure this, I made sure that. Long story short, bro, what nothing I could have did. Ain't nothing I do. Ain't nothing I did. I ain't do shit wrong. For the lady to tell me, yeah, unfortunately, the lady that you went out with, the train with, said you weren't gonna be a good fit. You wasn't gonna be able to keep up with production. This is what I'm talking about when I say I'm done with that way of life. I'm done with putting myself in situations where I'm allowing somebody to narrate my story for me. I'm done putting myself in situations where I have no voice. But because you pay me a paycheck, or because you employ me, I should feel lucky enough. I should feel grateful enough. So I have no voice though. You pay me. That's enough. That's all. That's you know what I mean? And that's how I feel when you work for these jobs. It's like, that's it. We pay you, you work. You have no voice. It's no open door policy. I can't speak for every job because I know somebody that got a good situation right now and it's a unique situation, but that's unicorn type shit. 99% of these other companies, bro, we pay you, you shut the fuck up. You always wrong, we always right. So I say that to say, when they let me go over the phone, she say, yeah, we didn't think you was gonna be able to keep up with, she didn't think you was gonna be able to keep up with production. She didn't think you was gonna be a good fit. Bro, I can't make this shit up. I'm gonna put it on the screen. As this video rolling, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I got the receipts and shit like that. Got the screenshots. They send me, I get a text from a random ass number. I'm like, you know, whatever. I ain't think nothing of it. So I click on the text. A picture pop up. It's like a report card. But I see the dates and I see the format off the rip. Amazon. This shit from Amazon. My first thought, don't text this fucking phone no more. Like, you mean, don't text this number. Like, really was gonna send that shit, like, and just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But something was like, no, they ain't even, I mean, you don't get nothing from that, bro. That ain't even the way to go about it. Get an idea. After I read it over, I say, I'm gonna screenshot this shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna send it to the lady in the work chat. The lady that fired me. Like, yo, make this make sense. So I look over the shit, right? It's a report card. I worked that one day, but it's for a whole week. It tell you all the violations, and on the other side, it tell you if you got any violations. All my shit say 0. Obviously, I ain't, you know, I'm taking my time, being safe, careful, all that. I know all of that checked out, so I know that wasn't the reason that they let me go. Look at the other shit, couple of abbreviations that I ain't really understand, but everything just like checked out. I look at the top of the diagram, and it say like overall performance. They got the chart that say pending, poor, okay, great, fantastic. Some shit like that. I look over, my shit say fantastic. They didn't tell me how many deliveries I made, no customer complaints, none of that. But it say fantastic. I can't wrap my mind around it, like, why they fire me then? You just told me that this lady came to you and told you that I wasn't a good fit and that I wasn't gonna be able to keep up with production and all this other shit. But my report card, where nobody is judgmental off of an experience that they had with me or being with me on the van for a day, which it wasn't a bad experience, but this is just coming from the top. See, it's the DSP, the third party company that get the contracts through Amazon and make the deliveries, and then it's Amazon. Unbiased, just something that's analytical, or if it's some technology that they use to just keep track of, it's a camera in the van, all that to keep track of you not losing focus, paying attention to the road, making deliveries, timely deliveries, all of that. Unbiased, nothing is personalized, right? That shit say fantastic for my first day. Mind you, I ain't never drive for y'all, never worked for y'all, never did door-to-door deliveries. It say fantastic. But then you got the person that trained with me that's from the DSP on the ground level that can personalize anything and base her decision around some personal shit. Like I said in another video, I ain't give her a ride. You know, some women be thinking that every man's dream, and like niggas is dying to give them a ride or do them a favor or go out of their way. Fuck no. Fuck you. You catch the bus up here, you catch the bus back. You don't know my situation. But I say all of that to say in its entirety is, the fucked up thing about all this shit is, I could have really needed that job. You know what I'm saying? That job could have been saving my life. That job could have been saving my kids' life in any kind of way, helping my kids with something. Something could have been really, really like, I don't know. That could have been how I was going to pay my rent because I'm 6 months behind. Anything. And this is why I don't fuck with that idea of like people being able to be in control and narrate your story or being able to just yes, no, and that's it. Not knowing what your situation could be. That's fucked up. I ain't tripping about it because I ain't tripping about it. But I could have also been in a situation where as though I needed that. That was my last situation. I could have been on parole. And y'all firing me because of y'all listening to what this bitch said that was completely inaccurate. I gotta go back to the joint because now my work release shit fucked up or whatever the case may be. It could have just been a number of things because this bitch got cheated on, made a fake page, got cheated on, found her husband cheating on her. I tried to get a bitch some advice, but because it was snowing and it was cold as shit outside, I ain't offered to give her a ride. You personalize it and you go back and tell them people I'm not a good fit. But the FICO score and all that kind of shit, the shit that come down from Amazon saying I did fantastic. It's crazy when you think about it. Like, I despise that, bro. You know what I mean? My mom went through a similar situation. I was on the phone with her. And she was telling me like, yeah, that's how they fired me. They made it seem like she had attendance issues when she had documentation for every doctor visit that she had. They said it was because of her attendance that they had to let her go. But she had got a couple of weeks prior to that, she had got into a disagreement with one of the workers there. And because they knew the who's, they go drink beer and shit at the bars and go to Atlantic City and hang out and gamble and all that together. That's the community. That's their thing. Her name came across and they blackballed her. You know what I'm saying? They voted her out. They got her out that way, but they made it seem like it was due to some attendance issues. Same shit with my shit. Whatever the bitch felt a kind of way about, she went and told them, nah, he ain't a good fit. People, bro, I can't live a life like that. I can no longer, if I put myself in situations like that, moving forward, I gotta live with the result. I gotta live with what I gotta deal with and accept what comes with that. I'm no longer putting myself in no situation like that, bro. Like with this job shit, with this world that we in, you give people power, you put people in power that don't deserve to be in power. You give people say so that don't deserve a say so. This is my thing. How the fuck is it even possible? How are we in a time and how is the world even like that where you can dictate whether I'm fired or not? You can dictate whether or not I deserve this job or not. You can dictate, or you can like, and I ain't bitter in no kind of way. I'm fine. My kids is fine. That's all that matter. But if I really needed that gig, and in the end, I really ain't do nothing to lose that gig, that's fucked up. And to the bitch, I doubt she'll ever see this, but like, you gonna reap what you sow, bitch. Karma is a motherfucker. And it's inevitable. That wasn't thorough. When you sat on the van talking about nigga this and nigga that, you a Spanish bitch, you Puerto Rican, you ain't black. And not that it make it any better, but you eating and driving and doing all types of shit, checking your phone, like all types of shit. All types of shit that'll get you a violation and get you in trouble. But you go run and tell them I'm not a fit because you personalize me not giving you a ride home or Me not, I don't know, me not trying to holler at you or some shit like that, or console you. That's what's wrong with women, bro. They think every nigga walking this earth want them. They think they every man's dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, fuck no. Bitch probably was salty, like, damn, he ain't even try to offer me a ride or console me or anything like that. Like I said in the other video, I bet you if I'd have gave her a ride, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now, bro. If I would have tried to holler at her, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. I don't even want the gig back. I was even thinking like, man, I'm ready to go to corporate with this shit. Show him this shit. I don't even want the gig back. It's the principle though.